Mississippi, and we'll get through this little cold weather. It was 14 degrees last night, and I think it was about 20 degrees the night before. And so we're getting there. We're going to warm up this weekend to about 50, 60 degrees, which is more traditional Jackson weather. At that point in time, if it gets to be 50 degrees, it's going to be hard to get your boat in the lake because the dock will be so crowded with fishermen that have this pent-up desire to put some hooks in the water. And I know it'll be a great day out there because the fish are not moving as much. You know, when it gets this cold, they don't tend to roam as much. So if you find a good school, then you ought to be in good shape. Now, Mississippi has some of the best weather in the world, and we have a lot of amenities that we are very, very proud of. One of them is our lakes and streams, the mighty Mississippi River that runs down through our border from Greenville all the way down to Natchez, Mississippi, and ultimately into the Gulf of Mexico. I don't know whether we're going to call it the Gulf of Mexico much longer or not, because our president has said that he wants to change the name to the Gulf of America. Now, you see, it's just that simple. You want to change history, you want to rewrite history, then you just change it. And then those individuals that come after us, they have no knowledge that it was once called the Gulf of Mexico. They will have always assumed that it is the Gulf of America, and if anyone tells them anything different, it will be violence. And that's how things happen in history. Just change the books, change the name. You know, I remember that even back as far as you want to go, Turkey, I bought a roasting machine out of Turkey. I'm probably the only African American you know that's got a coffee roasting machine in his front of his office building, where we roast some of the finest coffee in the world. That's why you see the Earth Blend Coffee logo sitting here on the podium with me. We brought that roaster in out of Turkey, and we are able to roast some of the finest beans in the world. And we get our beans from all over the world as well. From China, Hong Kong, from Nigeria and Africa, from Guatemala. We get some of our beans out of there. Jamaica, some of the finest beans in the world there. And we bring those in and we roast it to perfection under our brand name, Earth Blend Coffee. Go to earthblendcoffee.co and order your coffee today. You'll be glad you did. And you will be supporting this program. So we need you involved. Because these are difficult times. These are difficult times. You know, as I watched television late last night and I look at all of the hoopla about, you know, who's in and who's out and the elimination of DEI, diversity, equity, and inclusion, I look at what is really going on. Now, when I grew up as a boy, of course, we didn't have any DEI programs, and we had to fight for everything that we got. We had to scrap for it. And so there were no programs to assist. You know, I remember when they first brought about some cheese in the neighborhood called commodities. And my grandfather said, we don't take no cheese. We don't do handouts. We are going to make it on our own. And he didn't accept that. And so African Americans now, whether you like it or not, you're going to be put in a time and place where you have to fend for yourself. You're going to have to fight for your quality of life any way that you can. You can no longer depend upon the government. Some African Americans surprisingly think that's a good thing. Some say that we have become too soft, that we are dependent upon the government and don't know how to take care of ourselves. Don't know that you could die of thirst in a watermelon patch because you have no idea that the watermelon has water inside that could quench your thirst. So a lot of things we don't have now, skill sets. We don't have gardens. You know, one of the toughest jobs I had as a boy was to cut bean poles for snap beans to run up the pole. And mother said they had to be a certain length and they had to be a certain roundness. She didn't want it to be too large and she didn't want it to be too tall. So you had to come back with the perfect bean pole for her garden. And once you did that, then you had to install it. You had to dig the soil up and you had to plant the pole in it. And then you had to start the beans up to travel up and down the pole. And these are the little kinds of things that you had to learn in order to survive. A hog killing this time of year was great for hog killings. And so it would be a community event. It wasn't an individual event, it was a community event, because everybody there was going to share in some of the meat associated with a hog killing. So we learned how to survive. In Mississippi, we're proud to be survivors. You know, come what may, come the elimination of programs, come the eradication of the gains that we made because Martin Luther King fought so hard for it and died for it, and Medgar Evers died for it. Come what may, if we lose all that, then we got to go back to the very beginning. We got to surround ourselves with like-minded people. We got to think about how we're going to survive. We're going to be able to produce everything we need to survive. Back in the day, the only thing that we bought from town whenever we were allowed to go there, which was not often, maybe once a month, was flour. And, you know, the sugar was a great commodity if you had sugar, but, you know, we had molasses from the cane, so we were able to sweeten things differently even if we didn't have sugar. Everything else we produced ourselves right there on the farm. And we're going to get back there. And we're going to try and teach these lessons. We're going to bring you information. We're going to talk about where we are today. We're going to talk about a little bit how we got there, but more importantly, we're going to talk about what you got to do to survive. No more quotas, no more goals, no more programs. You just got to play it from the nub. No wild cards. It's now game on for those who want to make a difference and they want to improve their quality of life. Now you're listening to We Believe broadcast. We're broadcasting live in over 139 countries all over the world. You can check us out on YouTube, on Facebook, and enjoy our clips and reels on Instagram. Enjoy all of our shorts over there on YouTube. Subscribe to the program. We need your support. We need your help. You know, we have some 2,000 plus videos out there on YouTube today with some of the best content that you ever wanted to hear. And if you're driving and you don't have the time or the ability to look at your computer, check us out over at We Believe Radio. Go to live365.com, search for We Believe Radio, Jackson, Mississippi. And we're playing there some of the best music in the country, 24 hours a day. We love to have you as a sponsor. We love to run your commercials there. We love to help you get your awareness out of your products and goods and services. So here at We Believe, we're doing a lot of great things. We just need your support. We're going to go to a commercial break now. Stay tuned, and we'll be right back.
Socrates Garrett ENT.com is a diversified firm specializing in recycled aggregates and crushed concrete. Socrates Garrett ENT.com's recycled materials provide the construction industry with significant economic and environmental benefits by recycling clean concrete rubble into M.DOT grade rock materials. Recycled aggregates and crushed concrete can be applied to driveways, road construction, bank protection, parking lots, general bulk fills, and more. For more information, please call 601-896-0084 or visit us online at SocratesGarrettENT.com.
Have you had your Earth Blend coffee today? At Earth Blend Coffee, we take pride in offering you the very best of beans across the world, blended and roasted to perfection, giving you superior quality and satisfying and flavorful taste. Experience the world in one cup with Earth Blend Coffee.
To order, visit earthblendcoffee.co now.
We appreciate our sponsors and those that are helping us bring